Now, guidelines in church decision making for pastor and wife. So it's not really on about pastor, but even sa mga regular na tao, it's very useful. Factors to consider involving the wife in church decision. Uh, so applicable din po sa normal na relationship. Ito po is based sa ginawa ni Dr. Roderick na teaching sa kanyang book, paano mag-lead ang isang biblical family. Especially, guideline ito sa pastor's wife, sa couple. But not only that, even sa Christian family. So relevance to family on personal decisions. If the decision directly impact pastor's wife, children, household, then I should be involved. Example, yun, ibig sabihin, kapag nagli-lead ka ng church, uh, kasama sa information dapat si Mrs. on mga things like pastor salary, relocation, time, and commitment. Pero there are still boundaries. Pastor wife shouldn't know and provide input decision affecting her. So, dapat may input na may angle din para makapagsalita rin ng pastor's wife kasi iba yung point of view ng men, iba yung point of view ng women. But the decision always on the pastor, on the lead, which is your husband. Second is alignment with shared with vision calling. So when decision related to church vision, mission, and ministry, the wife is actively involved in her and put input valuable. Example, starting a woman's ministry or deciding a major event where she had a leadership role. So, si wife dapat, especially kayo nag-start na ministry, kailangan partner kayo and you need to involve then si wife at hindi mo lang to uh, husband leader na hindi mo lang yung church ay sa'yo lang na activity. Mas dapat mag-partner kayo dahil napakahirap kapag kinukontra ka ng misis. That's why yung requirement sa leadership ng church is supportive ang wife. Dahil pag hindi, kahirap. And sometimes siya pa ang magiging kontrabida sa sa mission na binigay sa iyo. So usually pag ganun decision, it's mamag-off ka muna until maayos mo. So boundaries, avoid asking her. Pero hindi mo pwedeng i-push din sila kung hindi naman nila calling. Kaya children's ministry, pinupush mo. Hindi naman yun talaga ang binigay sa kanya ni Lord. So, let her be na mag-lead ng kung saan siya gifting, maybe through singing. Pero mas maganda, my advice is parating, hindi, if you're a pastor dito sa group natin, mas maganda na maging on the background si Mrs. But at the same time, parang assistant mo siya. Kesa bibigyan mo ng role. Kasi, in my experience, kapag hindi kayang atakihin ang pastor, ang aatakihin yung misis. And napakahirap. I mean, within church circles. I hope hindi pa kayo dumaan sa ganun. So unity and partnership in leadership, the decision that may affect how the congregation view pastor's marriage or family should be included perspective. So example, yung mga chismis, meron yan sa church. Resolving conflict, involving church members, setting church policies in marriage. Pero there are boundaries in conflict resolution. The pastor should handle sensitive issue, but seek his wife advice on how to approach. If you are leading a church and meron uh, consultation sa inyo between two marriage, that there are things na dapat ilimit mo lang sa'yo bilang pastor o bilang church leader, yung mga sensitive issue and try na magbigay pa ng info sa iyong misis, especially, how will I say, pag medyo madaldal si misis, pag pinento niya, hindi nakakatulong eh. Pag na-chismis niya, hindi nakakatulong. Lalong masisira yung taong kinakounsel niyo. So, I prepare na be wise that you limit only the information na ibibigay mo sa misis mo if you're leading a church. Because kapag nakwento niya yan sa iba, naku, I've seen churches na ang naging number one madaldal is yung pastor's wife. So avoid giving information sensitive issue because hindi po nakakatulong. Hindi lang bilang pastor, but even if you're a church leader, even kahit ikaw lang may nagkonsulta sa'yo, there are limits na dapat pag sinabi sa'yo, confidential is confidential. So some issue like counseling cases or confidential board matters which require discretion cannot be shared fully. Ito pa na yung sinasabi ko. Uh, there are confidential matters na dapat sa'yo lang at try to limit yung information sa ating partner. Okay? Kasi mahirap na kahit sasabihin ni Mrs. na, oy, atin-atin lang to don't make that a practice. Kasi yung sinabihan mo ng atin-atin lang to, lalo na tayong mga Pilipino, sigurado kakalat yan. Right? I'm talking within the church. I've seen that. I've experienced that. So share general overview without breaching confidentiality. But you need to give info at least sa partner mo sa buhay about ito ang dinidil namin but don't give confidential issues. PIF is potential for burnout or overload. So involving the wife in decision would lead to stress and burnout and considering careful whether. Yun po, no, if you are handling counseling or even church leaders, uh, wag mo i-involve masyado si Mrs. The one thing is, siya ang una magre-react. Kunyari, inaaway ka bilang pastor ng mga miyembro mo, wag mo nang masyadong ibigay yung information. Kasi ang unang magde-depend sa iyo ang misis mo. Problema, there are times, I've seen it sa ibang churches, na yung wife ng pastor ang nang-away. So, imbis na nakatulong, lalong gumulo. So, yung mga sensitive information, wag na po nating ibigay kay Mrs. dahil mahal tayo ng ating partner sa buhay at we are trying to depend yung sila ay didepensahan niya tayo, so papalag yun. Ngayon, if you are a leader of the church or pastor, kung may comment sa'yo, try to absorb it. If you cannot absorb it, mag-resign ka bilang pastor. Dahil kasama sa calling mo, kasama sa kontratang binayaran mo, is to absorb yung mga sampal sipadura ng mga miyembro. Okay? You need to understand that if you are full of pride, you are not fit to be a pastor. You need to absorb it all. And then, kung masakit sa loob mo, idulog mo sa Panginoon. Yun lang. Do not respond na gaganti ka rin. Kung gaganti ka rin, mag-resign ka na. kasi hindi ka pa fit. Anong gagawin mo? I-absorb mo lahat. Tama ba yun? In a point of view of man, hindi tama. Pero bilang pastor, you need to absorb that. Okay? As long as hindi physical, ah. Pag physical, syempre ibang usapan niya. Asking here to handle multiple role in adding personal and family responsibility. Kaya kasi yun why pagbibigyan mo pa ng na-stress ka at nabiburn out, pag shinare mo pa sa misis mo, maapektuhan siya eh. Eh, paano niya yung number one duty niya is to take care of the family and to take care of you. Ano eh, mama-apekto. So try to limit yung info na binibigay mo or else hindi lang ikaw burn out pati misis. So is it biblical for husband to decision make final? So yun yung final decision ba? Ano ba ang tama? Yes, within the framework biblical headship, the husband described as the head of the wife, as Christ is. So on the final decision is on the husband. However, it doesn't mean na sosolohin mo yung decision. Dapat may input din siya, si wife, kasi partner kayo sa buhay. But that doesn't mean ang decision sa kanya. However, this headship is not about authoritism but sacrificial leadership. So sabi ni Wayne Grudem in his book Recovering Biblical Manhood and Womanhood, magandang mabasa nyo to if you are leading a church. Headship in marriage is not about control, it's about responsibility. Husbands are called to emulate Christ's sacrificial love, which prioritize the well-being and spiritual growth of their lives. So one of the duties natin, husband, not only pastor, is to train our wives to know God biblically. Otherwise, ayun nga, spiritual growth eh. Growth nila dapat tinuturuan din natin sila. Kasi pag hindi, malaking problema eh.